Hello, good weekend. This is Doc Severson for the ReadySetCrypto OMNIA trade of the day for Sunday, the 17th of July. How about that? We have actually a positive month so far. Halfway into the month, we are seeing the log chart here on BTC versus the US dollar, holding the pivot pretty well at about 19,000 plus, 20,000 or so. Trend line, pivot, everything. So to me, still, we are maybe owed a bounce back up to 28 or so. Now that probably is going to create a lower high, similar to what we saw here in my mind, although anything could happen, right? But to me, the highest probability action might be a relief rally into this summer, maybe takes BTC versus the US dollar up to about 28 or so. Let's go down to the weekly chart and see what's going on here. Again, we're seeing these, this is a big bear flag on the weekly chart. So swing down, bear flag in the weekly chart. This is still playing out to the downside with these small daily flags. But the problem here is that the energy on most of these charts is still super exhausted. Even the weekly chart is just toast right now. As we go down to the daily chart, now we're starting to see some energy because this daily flag has been in play now for a couple of weeks, and that is holding up a tremendous amount of potential energy. Could break higher, could break lower. Over the last couple of days, we saw a lot of things starting to break higher. Let's go through the rest of the top 20 here. Here's Ethereum. It looks like we've had a breakout on Ethereum, which is above that 1250 level there. So we're currently long. However, if we go back down into the pattern, we don't want to stay with this one. So as long as this continues going higher, the volume has started to tail off a little bit as the price has started to break out. So to me, if the price goes back down to our buy point at about 1250, we will just cash right back out again. You don't want to see the price do a false breakout and then go back down in the pattern and eventually go lower from there. So it's great that it broke out, but if it's not able to sustain that breakout, we will go ahead and stop ourselves out of it. Binance Coin is also very, very close to a buy point here, just above 250. Cardano looks like it's got a long way to go, yet we're getting closer to potentially doing XRP, and I would say above 40 cents on XRP. Solana needs a little bit more basing and probably above 45 or so on Solana. Dogecoin got a ways to go, needs to get above, let's say 8 cents on Dogecoin right now. Polkadot, ways to go. Tron has been fairly strong. If we see Tron above 7 cents again, this might be a good buy point for that. Looking at Avalanche needs to get above, I'd say about 23 at this point. Shiba, long way to go yet. Here is a Polygon. We are long on Polygon. It's gotten above that 70 cent level that we talked about. If it falls back into the pattern, we will stop ourselves out again. Here's Leo. It was a successful trade. We are out of this one right now. Litecoin needs more basing before this one's ready to go. Kronos needs to get above and beyond, probably 15 cents. I would say 15 cents after this base from here. Near Protocol needs to get above and beyond about 4.3 for a buy. And then the last one that we're going to look at here is Uniswap. So this one actually looks pretty good, and we are currently long on this at about 675, although if it falls back into the pattern again, if the volume is starting to tail off, falls back into the pattern, we will stop ourselves out at our entry point. Again, guys, what we can do is we can watch the NASDAQ for some leading signals for what's going on. The NASDAQ is viewed as a parallel to what's happening with cryptocurrency. So if we look at this, we can see that we've had potentially a breakout from this descending pattern. And especially if this breaks to a higher high above 12,150, then we have a lot of energy. You can see the energy here breaking into a higher low, higher high combination. So this one could run for a while. Now, I'm not expecting this to run into new all-time highs, but this could give a carryover effect. This could do some drafting and some blocking for crypto. And so we might have a run for maybe 4 to 5 weeks in the middle of the summer based on this. This may not be the bottom yet, but it's going to be a tradable swing that we can use and then set ourselves up to the downside if we wish to do something like that. All right, guys, that is it for this weekend's report. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Monday.